This is gonna be weirder than usual. Can't be helped. You called me. So here I am.
Hello, it's like Cameron. So I literally just switched over. I just thought the camera was in the wrong angle, but looks okay. But hello, good evening. I am back once again after another week of fun, and time to get into some Control. How are we all doing? Welcome, all viewers and lurkers as well. As I was saying that, instead of saying lurkers, my brain was going raiders, and I don't know why it went straight to raiders. It hasn't been a raid yet, even if there is going to be one. But anyway, yes, carrying on with Control from last week, and yes, we made some good progress in the first two streams of this, and I am very much enjoying the absolute what the fuck is going on here of this game. We've been finding out some things about Jessie as we've been going on. She found the FBC building because something guided her there, and that something turned out to be us. We guided her there. And when she made her way in, everyone was like, how did you find this place? Because the oldest house is some mystical thing or otherworldly thing that alters the real world when there's connections. And the FBC headquarters was built on a site that is strong with connections, and there's all kinds of loony stuff happening. And the enemies we keep finding, they've just called them the Hiss because Jessie decided there was a hiss sound, so called them the Hiss, and now that's the official name for them. She's become the director of the company because she picked up a gun that had previously been used by the previous director to shoot himself in the head, and yeah, she put the gun to her own head, and now she's director. And we're slowly finding more objects of power, as they're known, or oops, as Dr. Darling decided to put it. I'm hoping we meet Dr. Darling at some point in the game, and if we do, it's going to be late. It's going to be kind of an end game point. We find him, and he's like, great, director, we can finally fix all of this. And then there's final boss and sort of thing. And I do want to play the DLC. I do believe I have the DLC. I should do, and I'll need to double check that, because if I don't, I'll need to grab it and make sure it's installed. So I think I have it. And yeah, we've cleared the director's lockdown, so we can now go find Marshall. And I don't know what floor she's on, so yes, just need to remove this because otherwise it's quite awkward. So right. Right, I've used all the ability points I want to, because I want to stock up, so fast travel. So where do we need to get to? Okay, so it does show... Oh, we haven't been to the other ones yet, so... energy converters, hang on a minute. Missions... Okay. Oh, yeah, because that one's got a timer on it. So that's the next one I was going to do. Fast travel needs to go... Yeah, let's head to there. My friend Matt, or Matticus Finch, said that the map for this game is really not great. I'm getting okay with it. It's not that well designed because there's two layers in this area, and you can't really switch between the two. But yeah, I'm going to head to the NSC control room because there's something about NSC energy converters, and that's a timed mission. I need to get to that and do it, which probably means I won't get a second chance. So let's see what's going on here. Go. Oh. Whew. Oh, crap. Tough but fair. Well, that clearly was not a good situation to be in. Yeah, it's creepy out of the shadows. Do I? Right, I failed that mission. Get one chance to do it. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure on the balance of this game because it's been pretty challenging so far. But, right. I need to go to a different floor. So, where is... Yeah, let's go to Central Executive. Because that one's near to the elevator. But yeah, I mean, I'm still quite early in the game. And I can't remember how long the game is. But I'm only, what, 4 hours in total so far? Or at least that's how long I've played for. And I have spent quite a bit of time reading a lot of the pickups that I've found. So, so unfortunately, the map isn't telling me which floor I need to go to find Marshall. So let's just unlock each one. I'd say if I go into each one and at least get the first control point, that will mean I can view everything I need, or the areas I need to. Ah, right, I have gone to the right one. I think unlocking the first control point in each area will likely be a good idea.
Welcome to the research sector of the Federal Bureau of Control. I'm Dr. Casper Darling, head of research. Somebody thought this video would make for great internal communications. I'm looking at you, Mr. Tomasi. So, this is where the magic happens. Anyway, I've been here for 24 years now. I've always been here. And through those years, we've made astonishing discoveries, authored studies of grave importance, and in all this work, there is one thing we know, and that's how little we truly know. Rest assured, we're committed to keep pushing the known laws and borders of reality, and to make the Bureau proud. So, welcome. Assuming you have the necessary clearance, and do follow the safety protocols. Read the manual. Otherwise, bad things will happen.
Not ominous.
Research sector, huh? Home of the Bureau's mad scientists.
I don't think Darling is mad. Oh. Oh. I'm not so good shooting the... Aha! Oh. Oh, there's more of them over there. Oh, that's a long way down. Oh. I did not intend to do that. Right. Okay, that's cleared that door. You just spotted that guy. What do we see down here? Survivors? No. Astral blip. What is that knocking up in here? Right, I don't think I can go through there just yet. That looks deadly. Ooh. Yeah, cleanup in this place is not going to be fun. Okay. Song questionnaire. Answer question within 2 minutes of listening. Okay, Poets of the Fall, My Dark Disquiet. Okay. I wouldn't even know if I've heard that song, because I think I've got it on iTunes, but I haven't sat down and properly listened to them. So, yeah, gotta love the Poets of the Fall. They've done really well with Alan Wake 2. Oh wait. If I hit that button, is that going to start playing it? Yeah, those footstep noises are getting a little annoying. Ooh. I think there's still some more. I want to have a look around though, because there are lots of things to find. I saw something over by the counter. There's two. Black rock analysis from Hubert. Hi Carla, does it strike you as odd that Darling insists on having us appear in those bizarre videos of his? I'm guessing Carla and Hubert are those other two assistants. I mean, we just stand there. He doesn't even let us have lines or anything. Don't get me wrong, beats a day in the lab, but it's always great to... Plus, it's always great to work with you. Okay, I finished the comparative analysis of the two black rock samples you sent. The prism, or whatever you called it. I filed them in the usual place under C for Carla. A handy mnemonic device, right? Okay. Anyway, let me know if there's anything you want to discuss about the data. I'll gladly explain. Maybe we can chat about it over some drinks or dinner even. Can't remember the last time I had a good steak. Maybe we could go together after work sometime. I'm free tomorrow. Someone's trying his luck. Ooh. Oh, I know what's going on. The music's not playing because... Where is it? I've got the copyrighted music muted. That's why the radios aren't playing. Yes. That's a nice little streamer-friendly setting. It unfortunately does mean that I don't get the full experience of what they designed the game to be, but it does at least mean I'm not going to get copyright claims all over the place. Ooh! Ah, I've just noticed something. Oh. Okay, I thought that was a surface I wouldn't be able to. I thought that was going to be a dangerous surface. That's an elevator shaft. Ah, this was the other side of the... I didn't think I'd be able to get through here. Yeah, it's very funny there. Bushney's tree. Okay. Ooh, hello. Yes, managed it. Right, what do I get here? No, they don't. Okay. Energy boost. That's a level 3 one. So energy recovery and... Okay, I'm going to leave those for the time being. Can I do anything to these? No. Those wall vines, whatever, in most games would be climbable. But this is not most games. Okay, so that's the way to go. I want to have a look around. Right, the footsteps have stopped, which suggests to me that... oh, it's another shelter. The footsteps have stopped, which suggests to me that there's no more enemies in the area for now. other... Right, emergency call summary. A possible altered world event in which an unnamed individual experienced transcorporeality via a phone line. Event is notably similar to AWE something in which something similar happened. Event response. Event is believed to have been caused by redacted, and as a result the following measures have been taken. There's going to be a point where these all become unredacted, and I'll have the opportunity to go through and read them all again. Ooh! That's one of them done. Any others? Oh, it took out both of them. Okay. I keep accidentally hitting the R button, which switches which side the camera's on. It's slightly annoying. Okay. Right, so I've checked everywhere that's down, so let's check the places that are up here. Plant complaint. Hey, so I was just wondering about the plants in research. Is it really necessary to sing to them? I mean, that janitor does have a nice voice, and the plants sure seem to like it, but maybe he could switch it up a bit. I'm just getting tired of the tango. And where did these plants even come from? No one seems to remember when they were planted, and people like them a bit too much, if you ask me. Are we being invaded by houseplants worth looking into? I wouldn't say that's much of a complaint. More of a just raising a concern. Oh, another one of the whiteboards. From what I understand, Sam Lake personally wrote all of these out and photographed them to put them in the game. Or most of them. Ugh, the guy's a loony. Like, he's like Kojima. I'd love to see those two work together. Oh, hello. Floaty people. Ooh. Synchronicity. Okay, I've also got his sniper. Okay. A glimpse into the paranatural synchronicity and the unseen connections. Synchronicity is a phenomenon long recognised by the wise, but only recently given a name by science. It is how we rationalise events connected by no identifiable causality, yet clearly conjoined in purpose. How does a dream foretell an event in the physical plane? Why do hounds bail at the death of their master, which has occurred miles away? The world is unified in ways we do not yet understand, and sometimes we stumble across these invisible, unseen chords and wonder at the result. The visionary Carl Jung, I'm assuming the pronunciation there, laid the road. Now we must walk it. My fledgling research department will make it our mission to reliably reproduce redacted behaviour by the close of 1959. I can't remember when this is set. Once done, the mechanics of synchronicity will lay themselves bare in due time. We are striding into the future of science. History may not remember our names, but God himself will. Doesn't say who wrote that. And his sniper. Yeah, I'm not that worried about reading the combat details of the enemies. Okay, that's everything here. This is probably going to be one of the areas I have to do some aerial combat once I gain the ability to fly. I already know about that because I've seen it in some clips. Right. So, he's not going to be in there. But there are going to be things of interest. Astral plane counter essay. Alternative perspective. Objects of power and their astral connections. Dr. Darling is insistent that certain objects of power share a direct connection to the something. That's too short to say director, so connection to the earth or the world. An entity or group of entities that we have little information on. I can't remember if I've seen mention of something that could fit into, but hopefully we will later on. Or little that I'm allowed to access. We have little information, or little that I'm allowed to access. In his written reports, he states that there is a clear link between these objects of power, the something, the astral plane, and the oldest house itself. His work supposes that links are innate, a fact ingrained into the very fabric, the fabric's too short to fit into that space, of objects such as the hotline or the service weapon. But what if these particular objects were never linked to the something, but had that connection forced upon them? Isn't it strange that no other objects of power require such direct contact with the something? Isn't it strange that using the service weapon or the hotline will result in grievous harm or death if the user is not the director or at least worthy of the role? Why do we assume this involvement by the something is a natural fact and not something more... Yeah. Because there's two ways to take that. Whatever the something is, the thing mentioned here, assuming the mouse can... Yeah, you can see that. Mentioned here, 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 and here. So those 5 points, whatever that is, there's two possibilities. One is it's something that is controlling everything. Like something in charge, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing we don't know, or maybe it's something that's trying to be in charge, trying to be in control, kind of like the dark entities in the in the Alan Wake verse. Now that is a very important one. Yeah, it does feel potentially sinister, but I have a funny feeling that it's meant to sound potentially sinister, but might not be. It might be something trying to guide. Oh, I just noticed, compiled by up here. So that says Emily Pope. Emily Pope being the one we've spoken to. Right. Where was the... So that's one we just seen. Synchronicity. Theodore Ash, that's the one. That's the one I couldn't remember who was. My head of research. I might have to sit down and go through all of these again, actually looking at who wrote them. But yeah, trying to... Oh.
Regarding HRAs.
Oh, here...
Do you always need to wear them? And
Oh, he's exhausted.
what's the deal with the Hedron resonance anyway? Fuck. Despite what you may have heard, HRAs are not monitoring devices. We're not tracking your movements or listening to your conversations while you're wearing them. We do that regardless whether or not you're wearing an HRA.
Yeah.
Think of them as a life preserver. Only instead of water, the thing HRAs protect you from is classified. One
The
day
hiss.
that classified, not water, might pour in, and you'll be glad you got an HRA keeping you afloat.
Yes, they definitely are.
And if you don't have an HRA, don't worry. It'll be quick and painless. Kidding. I'm kidding.
No, he's not.
We're making more.
That was even more suspect. Bloody hell, there's a few items in here. Okay. Resonance theory, so Caspar Darling. Right. Utilization of paranatural elements resonance. Okay. Resonance. It's there, but we can't see it. It vibrates around us, through us, from us. Sounds a bit like a description of chi. But what if the vibration is conscious? What could a force like that do? Anyone who's seen the anime series Genocyber will know that it kind of delves into that idea, although the English translation for it was really bad in the explanation of things. It's been a long time since I've seen that one. That's a brutal series as well. Anyway, something or someone opened the door to a something I've called something. The whatever it is emits a force that is far beyond the forces we've previously dealt with. It has shown me so much that I have to wonder, is resonance the key element in all altered phenomenon? AWEs, altered items, objects of power, do they share a common something that we've yet to discover? Can we harmonise control points? Well, Jesse can. Wait a minute. Is Jesse that thing that's redacted? The something that emits a force? Or connected to it somehow? Oh, sorry, we can harmonise control points. Oh, right, I misread that. We can harmonise control points. What else could the correct frequency allow us to achieve? What if resonance has been the answer the whole time? What have we got here? Yeah. Interesting that there's one gold sphere. I'm going to leave that going. Darling budget request. Oh, to Dr. Darling from Abraham Lewis. Dear Dr. Darling, I suspect my colleague Dr. Harrington has already contacted you asking for an increase in her department's budget. I'm not surprised. Parapsychology has always been the squeaky wheel, all fuss but no results. Parakinesiology has always been the stronger department, more breakthroughs, more tangible data, more usable research. I'm sure a man of your esteem can plainly see which department is more deserving of the increase of the budget increase. Just think what those additional resources could do for an already formidable research team. Anyway, I know you're a fan of single malt, so I left a bottle of well-aged brown on your desk. I have a funny feeling they should have been putting money into the parapsychology. And I'm going to have a quick look at all the things on the walls as well. Astral plane, examination of paranatural topics, the astral plane and objects of power. The Bureau has spent years studying why objects of power transport users into the astral plane when touched. My predecessor, Dr. Ash, that was Dr. Darling writing this, theorized that a potential receptacle determined by Jungian archetypes and the collective subconscious would be inhabited by paranatural energies when an AWE occurred in its vicinity, creating an altered item. Over time, a link was created by the something and the astral plane to that item, making it an object of power. The something. A link was created by the whatever that is and the astral plane to the item. So many additional theories have been raised since Dr. Ash's time. Objects of power were placed on Earth as tests by some astral entity. Tests? I'm not sure if there'd be tests put there by an entity. They feel more like things where energies have coalesced and they just happen to what's the word? Coalesce is probably the right word. They coalesce on an object, and then that object becomes the object of power. The suggestion that there's an entity controlling this, either it has a sense of humour with the items that it's creating, or it's psychopathic, or it doesn't really know what it's doing. Or maybe that's all it can do. Our dimension was once part of the astral plane, and the objects were left behind as its borders receded. The astral plane was an early threshold into the oldest house, but the connection was severed, and now the two are linked solely through the objects of power. Or godlike something. I will attempt to disprove some of these in order to thin the herd. Hopefully the truth will emerge. Still going. That one's classified. Okay, the classified one there and there are the same. And then there's that there. And for all I know, that could be a key to a puzzle at some point. You know, the fact they've gone to the extent that if I could get close enough, that inspection report would be readable. Or a high enough a resolution. I mean, I'm playing at 1440p, so my picture is somewhat better than what's on the stream. I love the level of destruction that you can create in this game. The engine for this is fantastic. And considering how much further they push things in Alan Wake 2, I mean, bloody hit the requirements for it. So what do we have up here? Ooh! The alarm's going off, but the doors are opening anyway. Ooh! I had practically maxed out my telekinetic energy level. Ooh. Right, so yeah, I mean, I'm running an RTX 3090. Granted, nothing like as powerful as a 4090. And this, I can just about run this game at 4K with everything maxed, but without ray tracing.
Constantly changing labyrinth. You can never pass through. Dimensional research.
Ew.
Every measure of security.
Ashtray maze. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm meant to be here at this point. I saw the that painting just appear. I don't know whether that's an engine glitch or not. Okay, looks like I'm committed to going through here now. Unless... yeah, I don't think it's a good idea to go through here just yet. I'd like to be able to get in there as well. Yeah, I was hoping I'd be able to find a control point in this early area. Any more hiss? No. Okay. Right, I think I've done enough digging around in this area. I think the only place I can really go is the direction the game's pointing me. Right, so... ooh!
She's in trouble.
Yeah,
I need to reach her.
and I'm not welcome here. Oh, this is really messed up. Oh. Whew. Yeah, I need to increase my max health. Emergency call supplement. Okay. ID AWE 18. No name. Okay. Transcript of a call from the California State Emergency Services. Okay. 911, what's your emergency? I'm here, can you hear me? I'm inside the wires, I'm lost. If you've been drinking, I feel like I'm stretching through the wire towards you. Don't hang up. I might go if you hang up. Go where? Gone, away. Okay, can you describe your surroundings? Unknown noise. Dispatcher attempted to call the number back, but it was no longer in service. That sounds like someone who was probably, got sucked in, literally into the wires, and they needed the connection to stay for them to be able to escape. Otherwise, they'd vanish. And unfortunately, they vanished. Oh, that's not good. I'm not entirely sure if health and safety is even a possibility given the nature of the work they deal with. Can't get into any of those. Okay, that's where I need to be. Astral exhibition. Ah.
The astral plane. It's similar to an iceberg. What you see is not what you always get. Regardless, this place is vitally important to the Bureau. Most information on the astral plane is classified, but we can talk in broad strokes, keeping in mind that these are staggeringly complex systems, and simplification does them no justice. Now, the white non-space, the ever-present inverted black pyramid, the board, all linked, intrinsically tied to the oldest house, tied to the director, the process of choosing a director, tied to all objects of power in terms of who controls them. Yes.
Yeah, that was very oversimplified. Okay. Ah. Oh, that was just claiming. I was just thinking she didn't seem to be that phased by actually taking that, but that was just claiming. Right, now that I've got this control point, that's quite a distance from the from the actual elevator. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back here, because that's right by the elevator, and I'm going to go to the other floors to see if I can actually get a control point early in those areas, because at least then I've got those unlocked, and that will hopefully make things slightly easier. Hang on a minute, what's this? Oh, that's quite... I was just thinking that's quite low resolution, then it came up again. Yeah. Please help. Yeah, missing. Right, so I've gone to the research, gone to the maintenance sector corridor access, and then containment sector. Actually, those are part of the same one. Let's go to containment. Because my open world mind is thinking I want to unlock all the control points. Ooh, there's a lot of areas there that are not covered.
Containment sector. Panopticon. Altered item. Maximum security prison. Dangerous.
Yes. Dangerous, yes. Oh, those that volumetric light coming through there, that really stands out. Ooh. Okay. Object and item distinctions. Examination of paranatural topics, object of power and altered item distinctions. While altered items and objects of power may seem similar at first, it's important to note some very key distinctions. Firstly, objects of power grant para-utilitarian abilities. See file that for an introduction on the subject. Secondly, objects of power translocate anyone who makes physical contact to the astral plane. It is widely believed to be due to the something's effect on objects of power. Not every individual is allowed into the astral plane, which indicates the something evaluates who can and cannot enter. Thirdly, and this is not always the case, objects of power are much more paranaturally powerful, potent than altered items. Looking at the specific criteria that defines an object of power, it is no wonder they are notably rarer than altered items. In fact, we have quite a big number of altered items for every object of power contained within the Bureau. Thousands? Hundreds? Although, if it was a number like, say, were hundreds of or thousands of, then we would have the word of there. Oh good, more office space. Only thing up here is this. Oh. Shatter recoil efficiency. Ooh. Launch energy cost. Ooh. I think I'll take that one. All these new ones as well. I'm going to have to start playing around with the crafting in this. Right. Okay.
Reminder. This week, any documents that suddenly appear pink, light red, or any shade in between must be incinerated immediately. Failure to do so will result in termination and possible bodily harm. Thank you for your attention.
Why do I get the feeling I'm going to find some pink paper or something somewhere? Those like the vault doors in old Fallout. Dex, it's those things. Whew. I'd forgotten about those. One thing I haven't done that I don't think I want to do is shoot these people. We've already had a bad thing happen when Jesse tried to save one. Okay, so we've got 2 doors through here. Ooh. That's a control point, and that does not look... Okay. Still only got one ability point at the moment. So, that's cleared logistics, or at least the initial part of it. So... Oh! Yeah, this isn't the small-scale logistics. Oh, culling is removing some items from the view. It kind of makes sense for viewing, but... I wonder if there's a meaning to the places that have been selected. They all seem quite... Yeah, they're all real places. I mean, I could carry on and search further, but I think doing more for the story might be a good idea also. Just have a look what's over here as well. Okay, this one only lists or shows a world map. So... I'm trying to see if I can find... What was... Bright Falls was the name of... the place where Alan Wake took place, and Alan Wake 2 as well. But I'm not seeing Bright Falls listed. There don't seem to be any items to interact with here. Ah, interesting. Platform. Right, I'm just going to have one last look over here because I want to see if Bright Falls is listed. I don't see it. Okay. Right, let's head back to Astral Exhibition, because that's where we need to move on from. See if we can meet up with Marshall, because technically that's urgent. Right. Okay. Texture's still loading. Okay. Astral exhibition. Processes and best practices, so effectively a safety message. The Astral exhibition was originally built for the astronauts to use as a training location. Astronauts. So, people who venture into the astral plane. A place to grow accustomed to the sights and sounds of the astral plane before diving into the real thing. Well, Jesse seems to have been okay with it so far, so that's an indicator. The fact that people have to train to be able to do, to be able to go into the astral plane and manage there, and Jesse's had no problem so far. We could have done a better job with it, but something was being stingy with the budget. Hang on a minute. Oh god, I've forgotten his name. The one that had the argument about the budget. But this is part of parakinesiology, and I thought they were getting a higher budget. However, once we discovered the something, we decided to repurpose the space. Similar to how zoos hope familiar surroundings will affect the well-being of their animals, we hope to observe the something. Behaviour in an environment similar to its home dimension. So far it just breaks everything we put it in, but Rome wasn't built in a day. Addendum. New naming conventions have been established for the astral entity, now known as Astral Spike. Outdated terms in this report have been redacted. Outdated terms. So that's the astral entity. So what was its former name? This here.
An early hypothesis was that the mindscape of the astral plane is subjective. But that was fast proven wrong. It's an actual place, not a construct of the mind, even though it is with our minds that we enter and experience it. But then one could argue that that's the case with all reality. We've been able to record footage of the astral plane by monitoring the brain activity of those experiencing it. That is the only concrete material that has come out of the astral plane expeditions. Apart from one shocking exception. In the astral plane footage, we're always in the vicinity of the pyramid. We've concluded that this, not the entire plane, is what the board controls. We have glimpsed movement, native species, always in the distance, and yet contact was made. We don't have footage of this, a technical malfunction, but when one of our astronauts returned, a brain cloud, an astral fugue, had hitchhiked a ride in his head. It ruptured out, killing the subject in question. It's a relentless predator, pursuing thoughts, minds, lethal to those the entity feeds on. Proper containment protocols are to be observed when dealing with it.
Oh dear. Very, very oh dear. Oh.
I believe they keep that in here.
Ooh. Have I got to fight that thing? Yep. Ah, right, I think I see. Okay, I need another power unit. Ah, I see it. Come on. Okay. Right, I'm blocking that from... Okay. 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 Ah!
What's the Bureau doing with that thing?
I thought I was supposed to lock it in here to do something, but no, I've accidentally locked it over there. Right.
Someone answer, damn it! We need backup down here!
Marshall, are you still there?
Shit. We're so close. We need to hurry.
Yes. Ooh. Oh! I even saw that rocket coming before it hit me. Right. So, where's it going to put me? Oh, back here. Okay. So that looks like a map of part of the astral plane that I did not take a look at earlier. Right, so do I need to lock this thing in again? Not by the looks of it. Well, their attempt to create an environment similar to its own was a bit pathetic, if I'm honest. Oh, God. 2 out of 10 for effort. Seriously. Oh, this area, this bit is not easy. I think the mistake I'm making is I'm not progressing further. I'm kind of staying on that ledge. I think what I'm going to need to do... Oh, sorry. I want the fire extinguisher, because these go kablooey when they hit things. Okay. Cool. Blimey. Oh. That was a gauntlet.
If anyone is listening, we've encountered heavy resistance. We've fallen back to the luck department. All agents are ordered to converge here.
Luck department? Oh. I think at that point, yeah, to try and find out what the heck the luck department is, I'm going to save that for the second half of this stream tonight. Because I'll be taking a quick break. Also, I've got a tickle in the back of my throat I want to try and deal with as well, because otherwise I'm going to be coughing a lot. Yeah, first half of the stream is over, so that's going to be the end of the video for the VOD on YouTube. Give us a follow on Twitch and a subscribe on YouTube if you are enjoying watching this. And for those of you who are on Twitch right now, I'm going to be back in about 10 minutes. So at the very latest, it'll be 35 past. It's not quite 25 past now, but very latest, I'll be back by 35 past 8 to carry on with making my way through this what the fuck is going on game and finding out what the heck the luck department is. So yeah, links below, everything, Discord, my book on Amazon, everything for you to have a look at while I'm away. So as I say, be back in hopefully around 10 minutes, so don't go anywhere.